Citizenship. Citizen is a who that has a citizenship identity that can be evidenced from their ID card or passport, and usually, in that country, the citizen is always be their top priority, or always be the special one. For example, the people has not the right to vote and be voting, but the citizen has. Nationality is a citizenship identity to what country that people belong to. How is a citizenship acquired? First, passively by a parentage, or by born in a state that considers a child born there is its citizen. Actively by naturalization of an individual who voluntarily changes allegiance from one state to another. Parentage. Nationality was incurred by birth or gotten from his or her parent bloodline. In short, can be called jus sanguinis. Birth. A nationality by birth rule or jus soli mean when someone he or she was born there in a state that they acknowledge that individual as its own citizen automatically. But do it to think above, someone might get dual nationality. Dual nationality means the individual has two nationality. Usually, because of different parents give a birth in different state, or reverse. Stateless is the individual that didn't have a nationality or lost their nationality. Internally displaced, a typo in the text. Internally displaced person or IDPs. The person that moved from one area to other area but still within the state. Asylum seeker. The individuals move to other are because of economic or political issues. The asylum seekers can be refused by state that individual moved to. Refuse. The individual moved from one country to other country to save their life or seek protection. Usually, when the asylum seeker is accepted into the state, they become the refugee. By UN Convention 1945 about the refugee, under international law, it means any state must not refuse any refugees. Jurisdiction is the power of the state to enforce the national law on foreign country. Jurisdiction has 5 principles. That is territorial principle, nationality principle, passive personality principle, protective principle, and universality principle. Territorial principle based on the location of territory of state. It means the law only works on that country or state. Nationality principle based on the nationality of the defendant. For example, when people of the country A do a crime in country B, the law that works on the nation is the country A, because nationality principle only enforce the law based on nationality of defendant or whoever that commit the crime. Passive personality principle is the same as nationality principle, but the difference is this one based on nationality of the victim. Protective principle states how responsibility over an individual when acts of criminality happen outside of their border and threaten security, territorial integrity, or political independence of the state. Universal principle. The state may punish a certain individual that committing crime that threaten humanity. Universal crime includes a piracy. Piracy means something like hijacking or something, or anyway a pirate. Slavery, war crimes, crime against peace, crime against humanity, genocide, or torture. Extradition is a process where one nation surrenders someone accused of a crime to another nation. But this is not obligation of any state. They can choose to refuse or accept, to give or surrender that someone accused of a crime to the nation that asking for it. Territory is a place that has been owned or not yet been owned or can be owned by state. Sovereign territory is a territory that has been owned by state. Trust territory, the land which is not subject to the sovereignty of any state because of special status. Terra nullius, territory capable of being owned but not yet under sovereign control. Terra communis, territory that cannot be owned by any nation. It's called a terra communis. Cannot be owned means it's impossible to be owned. For example, Haxi or space, I think. Okay, thank you for listening. And sorry for my bad English because I'm noob. Okay, see ya.